If you haven't been paying your student loans, some of your paychecks could soon be going to the government. The Department of Education said that it's going to be collecting payments for student loans that are in default starting on May 5th, and that includes by garnishing wages. When it comes to debt, you're considered delinquent as soon as you miss a payment, the very same day. And when you go a certain amount of time missing those payments, that's when you go into default.
We have some big news right now. Beginning May 5th, the Trump administration is going to start collecting on student loans that are currently in debt, ending a Biden-era policy that postponed collection on debt for student loans because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Right now, about 5.3 trillion Americans, borrowers, are currently in default on their student loans. And while through the Treasury Department's offset program, you're about to get a notice that within 30 days of May 5th, you're going to have to pay up. And if you don't, well, the federal government's going to garnish your wages if you're a federal employee.
Greetings and welcome to Wolf Cage, Los Angeles. So by now you've probably heard the collection of outstanding student loan debts is officially back on track. And listen, for some reason, there's this growing number of people out there who believe this particular type of debt shouldn't have to be paid back at all. Instead, for some reason, they think that the taxpayers, that's you, that's me, should fit the bill. This is what happens when the media plays tricks on people's minds. Because if we're keeping it real, in any other situation where somebody owes a debt, nobody would even think like this. They wouldn't even be thinking to even think like this. You owe it, you pay it, and that would be it. But what's happening now is a psychological operation that's being pulled off right before our eyes. They're conditioning young folks, especially the ones in college, but in other areas too, to believe that it's normal, even righteous, to be irresponsible with money, that it is somehow unjust or oppressive to be held accountable for the financial decisions that they've made. But here's the truth. When you peel back all the slogans, when you peel back all the hashtags and the emotional headlines, what they're really saying is someone else, your neighbor, your coworker, the guy down the street, they should be forced to pay for your schooling and, in many cases, your mismanagement of money. And that, my friends, is not justice. That's just shifting responsibility onto someone else and calling it fairness. I don't like that. Do you?
Really can't believe it's people in the comments of this student loan situation talking about yeah, this is how the world works. You borrow money, you pay it back. Shut your stupid ass up. A fucking school loan ain't the same as an auto loan or a home loan or a personal loan, you damn idiot. When I got out of school, I couldn't even use my degree right away. They wanted 100 years of experience. Like, what the fuck?
Attention, all student loan borrowers, especially those in default. Trump and his goons are gunning for you. May 5th. Let's talk about it. The Department of Education announced today that they would be coming after student loans that are in default and borrowers that owe them money. Starting May 5th, you may get a notice of how much money you owe and how late your payments have been. Those of you who are in default with payments that are more than 270 days overdue will get a notice on or after May 5th, and they are coming to collect and garnish your wages, and take your tax returns, and take your Social Security benefits, and take whatever else that they can get. Elections have consequences.
And the bottom of my casket will have a file cabinet for all these student loans to rest in heavenly peace. That's how much I owe in student loans. How much money I owe in student loans. Now let me provide you with some additional information, since I know that this video is going to go viral because people are cruel and a lot of people are going to be ready to attack me in the comments and judge me and do whatever they got to do to feel good about themselves. I am a proud 25-year-old with over $100,000 in student loan debt. I went to school. I got a free associate degree through the early college program. I then furthered my education and got 2 additional degrees. I have a bachelor's degree in entrepreneurship with a minor in management, and I have a master's degree in organizational leadership. But one thing America doesn't know about me is that I have 1 additional degree that's not on file and it's not in the records anywhere, and that's a law degree. At any given point, I'm prepared to take the stand and explain why I cannot afford to pay a dime on them student loans. Baby, you ain't never seen a sharp, undegreed attorney like me ever in your life. It's my time to shine.
Y'all, they about to garnish our wages. So you mean to tell me I went to school and y'all lied to me?
Starting in May, for the first time since 2020, they're going to start garnishing people's wages who haven't been paying back their student loans. And all over the internet, you can find people reacting with anything but personal accountability.
Generations of Americans have been told that if they went to college and they did the right thing, took out these loans, that it would be worth it.
Nobody has been saying you could get any degree you want for any amount of money and it would pay off. If you got a low value degree or you paid too much for your degree, that is your financial mistake to pay for.
Because whoever is making these decisions clearly does not care about American people or citizens at all.
Notice how all these people are pointing fingers. Oh, everybody told me that it would be worth it. Oh, everybody lied to me. Oh, whoever's making these decisions doesn't care about the American people. You have had 5 years to get your finances in order. Wages have not been garnished to pay for these loans for 5 years, and you are still pointing fingers at everybody except for yourself.
All right, so the next clip I want to show you is a perfect example of what upside down thinking looks like. Instead of simply sitting down, making a plan, figuring out a way to pay off her student loans, this person is actually advocating for people to go deeper into debt just to stall paying them off because they're still going to eventually have to be paid off. Now tell me, does that make any sense whatsoever? Instead of doing it the right way, instead of taking the opportunity to get their financial house in order, they're encouraging people to make the problem even bigger, to dig themselves even deeper into a hole that they might never be able to climb out of. It's backwards. It's irresponsible. And it's exactly the kind of thinking that's keeping so many people trapped in financial bondage today.
They can't garnish your wages if you're a student. A student who is taking at least 6 credit hours. A student who is taking 6 credit hours in a degree-seeking or certificate-seeking program, preferably at a local community college where the tuition is going to be a lot cheaper than that student loan bill you're going to get. And if you never finish school and you want to return back, they have scholarships for that now. A lot of them. If you've been thinking, oh, I should go back to school, I'm not even using this degree anyway, I don't even see why it's necessary, I can guarantee you that one semester of tuition that's under $700 or $800 at most is going to be cheaper than 6 months of bills. And then you just take your time with it. You take your time getting your degree. Don't worry about how much time it's going to take. Don't worry, sweetheart, that time going to pass anyway. Okay, the time's already passed. All right, the bills is due now. Okay, if it was me, I would go back. I'd take some classes. I'd get them off my back. I would make sure it was something that I wanted to do. I wouldn't take out no loans, and I would just get through it that way. People have been doing this for years. I hope I just put you on game.
It's about to get real for millions of people. That's for sure. But let's be honest. Everyone who defaulted on their loans knew deep down inside there was always a chance this day would come. It's no surprise. It was just a matter of when, not if. And when we step back and look at the bigger picture, the goal should always be less government, not more. What a lot of people don't seem to understand is this. The more government gives you, the more control they have over your life. Nothing in this world comes for free. It might look free on the surface, but in reality, it's just being taken from someone else, just to be handed to another person. And because it's not their money they're giving away, the people in charge, well, they see no problem at all with it. We have a real plague in America, a plague of living above our means. I think it's one of our number one problems. We've gotten spoiled. Somewhere along the way, we started believing that whatever we want, we should just have. No patience, no discipline, no real effort. The conservative mindset pushes for less government, pushes for more independence, freedom over freebies, Self-reliance, as Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, over dependence. But the liberal mindset moves in the opposite direction. Take more, distribute more, and ultimately strip away your freedoms. And they do it all in the name of free stuff. People think that's what they want, but that's only because they sugarcoated something that's rotten at its core. Before you know it, if you're not paying attention, you'll find yourself living under tyranny, and you won't even realize how you got there. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm Wolf Cage, and this is Wolf Cage Los Angeles. Please like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Until the next time, peace.